Hello, my name is Hadley Dixon, student ID 102096878. As part of my programming concepts high distinction task, I need to record a video of me testing and demonstrating the functionality of my task. So this is this. The first screen you arrive on when you open the task is this one. It demonstrates two radio buttons. This is kind of a screen that you wouldn't have in the actual application of the task, because you'd have sort of a login screen or a bunch of methods for different ways for customers to access the program and management to access the program. But as we needed to demonstrate both a customer side and a management side, I just decided to break it up this way. So if you click on the customer one, you arrive at this screen. I've changed around the colors and the fonts and tried to make it look relatively nice. I've aligned text boxes, I've added buttons, I've changed the style of buttons, just tried to fiddle around with it. First, if we explore the validation of the program. So to enter a customer name, the things that needed to be validated was that the first character cannot be a number, and that the customer name must be longer than 2 digits, or it must be 2 or more characters long. So if you enter the first name as being one Hadley, which fits the 2 or more characters long but doesn't fit the number digit first, it'll come up as your name is invalid. If you click, if you change it back and you get rid of the 1, cool, it's all good. If you just leave it as an H, your name is invalid. So that works. If you come down to email, the validation we needed for email was that we needed an @ symbol and full stop. But the full stop and the @ cannot be next to each other. Cannot be like this. If you do that, your email is invalid. If you have a space between them or any other character between them, your email is valid. So if we enter, say, Hadley @gmail.com, just a random email, it works. Alright, so rental days. Rental days had to be a number and had to be larger than 1. So if you entered 16, that wouldn't work. But if you entered 0, that wouldn't work. But if you entered 7, it would work. So that's cool. Select type of car, Group A, Group B, Group C. Well, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to a customer just looking at it. They can't really read it, but there's a button here that's sort of offering help. So display car group details. Okay, cool. Click that. Group A is a small compact car that costs $50. Group B is hatch sedan, $60. Group C is family size station wagon, $70. Pretty self-explanatory there. So I'm going to go for a Group A car. I don't mind. I'll keep access, and I'll get my quote, and that'll display down here, which is pretty nice. So that's then my mate wants to get a car, so he goes Cameron @gmail.com. Awesome. He's got a car for 100 days. He's going for a Group B. He's going to remove his excess though. Awesome. Then Sarah decides that she wants to get a car, but then halfway through she changes her mind. So she's like, oh well, no, actually, sorry, no. Click the reset button, clears that. The other thing the reset button does is the message bar at the bottom that was showing all the quotes that have been added, it also clears that as well. This sets the screen to appear like it was at the very start. It does not remove those queries, those quotes. They have been added into the system, but it clears their display. So then Rachel comes through, and Rachel wants to hire a car, and she wants to get a Group C car for 31 days. She's fine with excess as well. And then, say we put another one in just so I can double up and demonstrate that. Test @gmail.com. Rental days 21. Group A. Awesome. And another test data. Put myself in. It's the same name as the one I entered at the start. So this will demonstrate that an individual can have multiple quotes. This doesn't matter. Just make sure I enter a valid piece of information. 69 days. Group B, remove excess. Cool. So there's a bunch of test data in the system now. Let's go over and look at the management side. If I look at the management side, I've got 3 buttons. I've got a list all queries, I've got a search based off a customer name, and I've got a search based off a group. If you click the search based off a customer name without entering anything, there's validation that says you must enter a name in order to search, so it doesn't search anything. Cool. If I list all queries, it'll display all of the cases that have been added, and these are all the ones that we did. That's awesome. With this Group A drop-down one, the validation that was required is that there must be one selected. So by default, Group A is selected, so therefore it will never have that problem where it's searching for something that doesn't exist. So if I want to search for all that have been in Group A, there's this one here, Hadley, and this one here down there, Test. Click that. Both of those have been displayed. Alright, cool. If I want to search by Group B, there's those two. And then Group C, it should only be one. Awesome. But enter by search by customer name. So I had 2, because I entered 2, remember? So click search, both of them have been displayed. This is all the functionality of the code. You can switch back between these, back and forth, and it will still work. Hopefully this is enough as your testing, and thank you for watching.